Alright, and here we are for another episode of Time Loop. Maybe this time I'll actually finish the race. Set the expectations low. You can't be disappointed if you didn't expect anything, right? Isn't that how it works? No, maybe if I had high expectations I wouldn't take the races here. At the Long Beach Street Circuit, a track well known for IndyCar events, which means it's probably a great place to drive GT cars, right? Yeah, I don't agree either. But being a street course, one of only two in the game, and heck, there weren't any in Assetto Corsa. There are plenty of them, they're just not in the video games, outside of, well, we have this one, and then we have Monaco. And if you don't know what that is, then something is wrong. Plain and simple, because how do you not know what Monaco is? Alongside the Daytona 500 and the Indy 500, that's like the motorsports event, is the Monaco Grand Prix, arguably the 24 Hours of Daytona. And, well, who better to tackle this tight, narrow urban environment than a character whose voice actors lives here. We got Buttercup running this one. And starting not too far up ahead, we have 16 Angels starting in 4th place. Not too far, yeah, right. There's 8 positions in between that. And it will probably take a while to get to that because the road isn't terribly wide. And, once again, you have Burnout, who's made a second appearance. Perhaps Buttercup can succeed where Bedlam miserably failed. And the logic behind why we have to outdrive this guy to impress him? Well, first of all, if you drive a complete moron, you probably act like one too. Second of all, he needs proof that this group of drivers can help him get out of here. Same with his little partner that he describes. If we can't even beat him, we sure as heck aren't going to be able to beat whoever is the cause of us being here. So anyway, we've already wasted 2 or 3 minutes, so let's actually start the race. The 20-minute race. Because I don't really want to do a ton of this track given how the series has gone recently. So I actually picked the wrong color. Color for this, or picked the wrong design for this car. Number 6 is somebody else's number. But this and her actual number, the 63, kind of looks similar, so I kind of got confused. So far, things have gone surprisingly well. Never mind, Reno decides that he needs to slow down to the actual speed limit of the town for that turn. No, you don't, but okay. I understand that I've used the Lamborghini a lot, but a lot of the major characters in this series are using one. All 3 Powerpuff Girls, Grease Lightning, and Burn all drive one. And Lamborghinis are also pretty omnipresent in Universe Zero as well. Burn always driving that same Countach. And if not that, then the stupid Porsche doing like 30 through here. You can go way faster than that, slowpoke. Oh. Hello, Earth to Porsche. You can break the speed limit. We're in an automobile race, not trying to get to Dairy Queen. My God. Get me ahead of this Yahoo. Okay, well, Or don't. Let's not do that, actually. Because I suck. Oh, that's definitely not helping anything either, Buttercup. Come on now. Is this guy just a jinx or something? Do our drivers just forget how to drive every time this guy's on the track? Is that what his special thing is? Because that's what it seems like. And I get to deal with a good old metal rattling noise for the next 17 minutes because the bumper's hanging off the front. Wow, that worked. Now, luckily, the race isn't over yet. It's only one mistake. About to be two. This thing is a little understeery. And, weak turning response is something you cannot afford at this track at all, so... Okay, buddy, I need a lane too. I'm using the road just as much as you are, and you can't just do that. That's not how this works. No, I'm still here, wise guy. Out of my face. Haven't you seen those bicycle signs? Share the road. Okay, we're just braking mid-turn now, are we? That might be auto there. If it wasn't in the middle of the race, I would pause the game and check my video, because a problem with the McLaren liveries is that a lot of them look exactly the same. There are at least 3 other 60 cars, and there's also 5 or 6 other McLarens that are bright orange, and that's the same exact tone of color. So I never even point out if it is auto, because I'm never too sure, because auto has number 60 McLaren, that much I know. But guess what? There's also 2 other ones of those, and 2 other number 60 McLarens, as well as 2 other orange McLarens. Okay, can this bumper just slide off now? Okay, I've once again gotten the feeling for this car again. Now it's only a matter of working my way up through the field without stuffing myself in the wall again. He does not slow down drastically mid-turn, but he slows down a little, so I can do that. I was about to roast this Renault for going so slow, and then I remembered what turn it was. I was like, okay, no, that's what they have to do, genius. Let's just not do it in this turn, even though it's the best place theoretically to pass. Let's just not do it, because braking there seems inconsistent, and what kind of a line was that, Renault? Okay, didn't exactly deserve that much space there. I did kind of shove him out of the way. Hey, infusion fall cannon, that's something Buttercup is good at. And then immediately paying the price. Oh, Jesus. I think the bumper actually grinded on the ground for a second and, like, jacked up the car in that turn. The car just started skidding around like I wasn't on, well, the ground. which isn't that different from what would probably be happening in real life. But, well, a sim game, this game doesn't get that realistic because then it just makes the game unenjoyable. There's sort of a line that cannot be crossed with any game. Video games are an escape from reality. Good job, Porsche. Video games offer an escape from reality, so when they simulate real-life events to the point where it basically just seems like you're simulating what you normally go through, it defeats the entire purpose. Okay, that curb is bad news. Okay, got it. Don't touch that ever. Good job, Renault. I saw that in the mirrors. Like, I haven't done basically the same thing. The road here is also very bumpy, so a bit of the understeer comes from the fact that I've got the suspension riding relatively high, so that hitting a bump on these old streets doesn't just destroy my car. Also, the leader is in the next state. The leader is in Oregon. I'll take that. It's a really weird place, realistically, to make a pass, but it works so well here because the AI are a little lackadaisical about taking it. Again, I'm seeing double, but the 1 in third is 16 inches. Porsche getting old. This is the same Porsche that basically blocked me for an entire lap before. I'm getting mildly sick of his garbage, and I would like to be around him now. I am now incredibly sick of his garbage, and I would like to end him now. Well, now I have, like, props from Hell's Kitchen on the back of my car, and halfway through the race just about, and we're basically where we started the race because this one Porsche was just being entirely stupid. Do you know this is the beauty about being this kind of character? Buttercup is used to antagonizing characters. She's one herself sometimes. So somebody like this, it's right up her wheelhouse. This guy will not know what is about to hit him at 100 and some miles an hour. Because catching him isn't the matter. As soon as we get to that hairpin again, I'm going to get around this, like, America Porsche that's in front of me. Not actually the theme, it just so happens that red, white, and blue are the colors of the car. Color is used in more than just America. Like Australia, for example. Okay, that was actually my fault. I can't lie, that was me, but I don't think Buttercup really cares enough to console the guy. Angel's getting frisky up there for trying to take second position. And see you later. My turn. And here's hoping that just doesn't bite me in the butt in 2 laps time. Now to rejoin with 16 Angels, a character that Buttercup does know. And just kind of ignore the fact that that ugly Thrustmaster Porsche just doesn't exist. Thank God the damages aren't performance impacting, because otherwise right now this car would probably drive like absolute garbage. Actually, no, not probably, it would. I would have no rear downforce. My front downforce would be absolutely, like, wrecked. I'd probably have some suspension out of alignment. And worst case scenario, my engine's probably taking some hit too. Luckily, damage is off. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even be ever using this track, or Monaco, which is in the game, but under a different name, but it serves the same purpose. It's just called Azure Circuit. In the game, it was the location as France, not Monaco. It's not like the word Monaco is copywritten. Also, thank God this street is very well lit, or I would have no way of seeing where I'm going, because the headlights are gone. Again, can't fault them there. That's a part of the track where you want to not be going so fast. Myself included. I don't really want to do it in this turn. I want to kind of be tender around 16 Angels because that is an ally, and that's not somebody I want to mess around with either. Even Buttercup knows who she should or should not bother. Someone you want to impress. I think that might do the trick. And get the other Renault for good measure. The leader is gone. I have one goal in mind. Buttercup / I have one goal in mind. Let's see if we can get 16 Angels to the podium. No, because that is a crash. That has not happened because of me. Luckily, this game, similar to Assetto Corsa, has its own replay function, which I can use when the game stops spazzing to help me figure out what's happened. His headlights also no longer work. I think he probably tapped that car in front too much. There is a 5 times faster setting. This is a clean pass there, and I really tried getting 16 Angels from the front here. I think I instead probably caused the domino effect. Yeah, here comes the Porsche. 16 Angels tries and runs. Ooh, that's... How does he recover from this, though? That's not him. He's still running. He's in 7th. And given what just happened, I think we both know that could end up much worse. Just couldn't micromanage everything that was trying to happen. One thing that has me curious. What? There's 13 cars now. Somebody's out. That's Burnout that's out of the race. What the heck happened there? That must have been a byproduct of the crash with 16 Angels. Gives you wondering why I'm not using all of the road there. Oh my god, that's a big piece of car. That might be part of his car, actually. I wonder if he got stuck on, well, luckily, we can also view the replay after the race. And, see what happened to him. Well, I'll tell you what almost happened to me. I almost didn't brake for that in time. Yeah, any idea of catching that guy in first is absolutely out of the window. Should have 3 laps to go here. Yeah, the reason I don't use all of the road here is because technically anything on the stop talking, Ricker, not in that turn. Anything on the right of that blue line is actually part of the pit exit. And driving on that normally is punished, yes. It's a mixture of penalized and punished. I can safely say I'm running faster than the guy that's in the lead, but catching 17 seconds in 2 laps is almost impossible unless the guy somehow crashes and the AI aren't really programmed to do that. A bit of an FPS drop there. We are starting the final lap of the race. So this is probably the series' first example of neither feast nor famine. A respectable result. Not victory, but also not utter defeat. Second place is nothing to laugh at, but I didn't win because I was too busy having to deal with a specific Porsche that I really hope is sitting back there in like 10th or 11th right now. I ran over the no-no curb. I'm surprised the car didn't decide to whip itself off to space. How much do you want to bet that that car that won is a Mercedes SLS? I almost guarantee it. before we find out. Buttercup will come over the line, get across the line to finish in second position. And I guess you'd call this her home track? It's a coastal urban environment, so it fits Buttercup herself, plus her voice actors. Liz Daly was actually born here, so... And probably the only reason why she didn't straight up win is because of that Porsche. Maybe it's a minion of Mojo Jojo, who knows. I doubt it, since Mojo Jojo doesn't even know where the girls are. Mojo, of course, the last we checked in on him was actually in California at Laguna Seca, so... Geographically, they're not all that far apart. I don't feel like this is totally evident of what we can do. Yeah, his bumper and everything is missing. My god, what happened to the guy? Pit guy, you okay? 16 Angels could not gain any further places, but the oppressor in the Porsche was knocked down to 10th place. So let's look at Burnout and observe what has happened to him here. And there's my dumb behind crashing straight into the wall. Very interesting noises all around here. I could probably just be cutting this out, so I might do that in a sec here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, because I can't take the noise anymore either. Alright, that's advanced 3 whole minutes. This is taking really long to cut out, because I'm just having to sit there and guess. I could probably use this time, put it at 3 times. 4 times, actually. Check my video to see if that's Otto's car up there. No, that is not Otto's car. There is nothing else on his car besides orange and white door panels. We're getting close to the accident here. Yeah, you can see the Porsche there. So what happens to Burnout here? Okay, it is not there. Let's get it to the next lap. It's somewhere vaguely in here. I'm sorry? What? Alright. Who thought it was funny? Who played the prank on this guy? His car is already destroyed. Oh, probably because of the replay, right? And... boop. There's a mouse in my room. So yeah, nothing happens. Just physics just get angry and decide that the Ferrari must fly through the air. After a bit of struggling, he then retires to the pit lane. I don't even know what to say about this other than... just what? It looks amusing nonetheless, but it's just really confusing. Pink. It's like he hit an invisible wall or something. And then just kind of rolled over it. Alright, so now you know what happened there. So I think this is a pretty good outro here. Robert Yates is a real person. He owned a NASCAR team for some time in like the late 90s, early 2000s, I think, or so. Not sure if you heard that, but my mom's favorite thing to call me because she thinks it's funny. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this episode of The Time Loop. Pretty moderate success because we shut down an aggressively stupid driver that makes Danny look like XT3. And we still came away with second place despite many, well, not nearly as many as some drivers encounter, but a relatively high number of adversities. And yeah, especially after the madness of the last episode, I think we needed some success here with Buttercup. Buttercup, ironically, despite being the morally incorrect one, managed to bring the best results of any of the three girls in the most legitimate way. Granted, she did spin a person, but that person ran her off the road twice. Well, okay, once. But the first time was totally her fault, but he was kind of obnoxious before that, basically parking the bus in the middle of the turn, and then, obviously you saw what happened before. Yeah, and there will not be double upload because, well, I had more than my fill yesterday.